Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole war chant is going full throat. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Vols want to move quickly. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Third down play from the gun. Fires left. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. Oh, look out. There he goes. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
Open runway ahead. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fakes his man out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaking on the ground.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. The 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. down here for the offense. They'll test the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back teams.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 28, Florida State 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, what a break. Great job following on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He fires a bullet to the right. Complete downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to...
It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
1st down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He fires one deep down the right side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28.
Get set.
Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Florida State, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit.
He's going for the big play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Feeling some heat. Still looking. Trying to get to it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That pass is incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it.
Return is brought out of bounds.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
49, Florida State, 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vaughn. Turns it on in midfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 56. Florida State, 7.
Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious. They've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
63, Florida State, 7.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab, it's Vaughn. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee, 63, Florida State, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Giving him his pads. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll put the tight end in motion. Snap in the shotgun. Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Let's go. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Vols! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Tennessee, 70. Florida State, 13.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. The quick out. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
13.
He's going to bring it out from deep. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Seminoles hit it quickly to the line. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Just going to keep it after the snap. Running toward the tape. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. Strong, firm tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. This is a designed run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw's not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's right on target. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and Continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.